This frustrated viewer is David Javelosa, the Sega of America composer, sound designer, and audio director who took the first crack at Sonic 2's music. The tracks that we noted were not favored by Japanese developers. David was less than pleased with the information in the video, so we'd like to take this moment to remind David that this is a YouTube video about a video game that released more than 30 years ago. None of us at GameFAQs Special claim to be journalists, and we just used as many sources as we could to include as much available knowledge as possible. And if I might just interject about the pronunciation side of things, some names are really hard to say, man, and if you don't have, like, an actual example of how it's said, how am I supposed to know if I'm just getting paid to read a script? And sorry in advance, I guess, if I mispronounced your name a second time. I, for one, have a very complicated last name, and people never get it right, but I've learned to just live with it, because they don't mean nothing by it. We apologize if this video opened up old wounds, but it was never our intention to offend anyone who was involved in any part in Sonic 2's production. We simply compiled information and presented what we found. If you have any statements or frustrations to voice, we would love to talk to you and perhaps clear the air. Scum-Sukar seems to have a serious issue with Chemical Plant Zone. Wrap it up, y'all. This one person doesn't like Chemical Plant Zone, so its designation as a fan favorite has been revoked. The council has spoken. GFS viewer Jacked Rabbit had an interesting bit of trivia on Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which I will now quote verbatim. A lot of the voice cast is shared between that series and Beast Wars, or Beast Machines, where Gary Chalk voices Grounder and Optimus Primal, and later Optimus Prime for quite some time after. Coconuts and Cheetor share the same actor, and the actress for Black Arachnia also voiced various female characters throughout the series, just to name a few. Gary Chalk is also in the first live-action Sonic film in a cameo role as one of the military advisors you see in a couple scenes. Shoutouts to Chris and Clone in the GFS Discord. Loving those Transformers references, boys. Brawl Sonic 18 is back again with some more helpful insight into Sonic 2. They propose that Olympus Zone, as originally envisioned, might have been intended to be Hidden Palace Zone. This is based on the theory that Hidden Palace is connected to Oil Ocean Zone, as seen in the design notes, and that Hidden Palace is notably absent from the island design maps. Since Oil Ocean and Ocean Wind Zones are placed in the same map location as Olympus Zone, it implies Olympus was Hidden Palace all along. While we can't fault Brawl Sonic 18's logic, there is the small matter of the Aquatic Ruins Zone, which is Greek-style ruins of an ancient civilization. Seriously, some of the tiles in Aquatic Ruin directly reference ancient Greek ruins. Aquatic Ruin Zone is obviously based around water too, which would fit the theme of Ocean Wind and Oil Ocean. Perhaps the truth is somewhere in the middle of these two theories. Maybe early in Sonic 2's development, Hidden Palace had a tile set that resembled Aquatic Ruins. But the level would later receive a new tile set from the American staff, specifically Craig Stitt, while the Aquatic Ruins tiles were spun off into their own zone. This is just further speculation, though. Dragon Ball Ultra 2024 chimed in to make a little suggestion. Stay tuned. We only highlighted a handful of the many comments on the original video, but know that we've taken all of the tips and criticisms to heart, and we'll be addressing those for our next development deep dive. Hey guys, hope you enjoy my narration. I'm Garrulous64, and I make content about Sonic and other things on my YouTube channel, along with doing streams pretty frequently, and you can check that stuff out in the description, I assume. As always, really happy to be here reading this stuff, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, this has been a GameFAQs Special.